Hello students of class 6th. So previously, into the previous video, we have studied about the factors which are affecting the climate, distance from the equator, altitude from mean sea level, distance from the sea, and direction of the wind along with the surface of the earth and direction of mountains. These are the things which affect the climate. Okay. How it is the distance from the equator? Obviously, distance from the equator also increases the change into the climate. You know that the heat energy received varies as we move away from the equator. Obviously, when we move away from the equator, we always know how that there is our, this is sun, this is our earth. Obviously, the direct sun rays are come on the earth. Here is our equator. The sun rays are directly coming on this surface. But on the other surface, we can say that it gets slant. Okay. So when we move away from the equator, as we move away from the polar areas, we can see into the polar areas the environment are cooler as comparison to the equator. Warm climates are found into the equator area, but when we move towards the polar areas, the climate becomes change. It becomes colder and colder. So why is it so? The distance from the sun increases and this causes lesser heat being received from the sun. Obviously, the equator receives the sunlight directly on the earth's surface, but the rays gets left from the upper side. Okay, that's why these old areas, the polar areas, don't receive the proper sunlight from the sun. That's why they are colder as comparison to the equator. Equator gets direct sunlight from the sun, but into the polar areas, the sunlight can't reach over there. That's why the polar areas are counted into the colder region. Next, the altitude from mean sea level. Obviously, the increase in height, as I have already told you in the previous video, that increase in height decreases the temperature. When you reach up to the hills, you will feel that the temperature is decreasing. When you climb on the hills, you will feel that the temperature is decreasing, and whenever I have told you in the previous video that whenever you have visited Vaishno Devi, you have felt this. Into the surface level, you are not feeling cold, but when you are getting up and up, you are climbing up and up, then you will feel that the temperature is decreasing and you are feeling cold, shivering over there. Next, distance from the sea. The distance from the sea also affects the climate into the southern area, as I have already told in the previous video, that the areas which are closer to the oceans have the moderate climate. They don't have too much hot. The climate is not too much hot and not too much cold. They have the moderate climate. Now we are going to get to know about the seasons. How the seasons affect the climate. Firstly, we are going to get to know about the summer, winter, after that summer, then monsoon, then pre-heating monsoon. The winter season. The winter season in India lasts from December to February. It starts from the December and goes up to the February. The average daily minimum temperature range from 22 degrees Celsius in the extreme south and 10 degrees Celsius into the northern plain. Into the northern plain area, the maximum temperature goes down up to the 10 degrees Celsius, while in the southern area we can say that the temperature goes down up to the 22 degrees Celsius. So, however, at the place of the temperature deep as low as the 1 degree Celsius in the highest mountain region, there is a snowfall over many regions. Obviously, to the higher Himalayas, into the highest mountain region, the temperature becomes so much low, less than 0 degree Celsius, and there is a snowfall over there. So next we are going to know about the summer season in India. The summer season in India lasts from the April to June. It starts from December to February. Next, summer starts from the April and lasts up to June. April to June. So, the temperature start to increase all over the country in March, and by April, the interior part of the peninsula record a mean daily temperature of 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Into the March, the temperature of summer season become 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. By the end of the April, central India landmass become very hot. By the end of the April and starting of the May, the central India becomes very hot. Obviously, it feels so much hot at that time. Loo started to blow over that part of the India, and the temperature into the May and June, it goes up to the 45 degrees Celsius. Maximum temperature has been recorded into the Srinagar and Rajasthan, that is just about 49 degrees Celsius temperature. 49 degrees Celsius. Even that, the roads over there are started getting melting at that time. This was the record temperature which has been captured into the recorded into the Ganga River, Rajasthan. Next, hot and dry summer breeze called Loo and dust storms are frequent in the northern part. Obviously, into the summer season, into the month of May and June, the dry hot wind known as Loo started to blow. So that is the dust storm and are frequent in the northern part of that area of our India. Next, we are going to get to know about the monsoon season in India. The monsoon or the rainy season lasts from June to September. June to September. It starts from June to gets up to the last of September. Next, the southwest monsoon is the most significant feature of the Indian climate. Southwest monsoon means the wind that blows from the Kerala and comes inside into the India, that is known as southwest monsoon. Winds, this is our southern India. Winds that blow from southern part of India, they especially used to bring the monsoon in India. So, the onset of the monsoon on the coast of Kerala, which is generally by 1 June, it gets into the India, into the Kerala, it is up to by 1 June. It then advances and moves northward and covers the whole of the country. Then it moves northward side and covers the whole country of the India. Next, the moisture laden winds come from the Arabian Sea into the Indian landmass. The winds that contain the moisture, they used to bring the monsoon into the India and do the rainfall over here. Next, the winds which reach to the northeastern part of the country strike in the Himalayas located and get tapped into the mountainous region. Next, when the winds get blow into the northern part of the India, the Himalayas at the top of the country, they get stopped that winds and these monsoon winds used to do the rainfall into our northern area. The retreating monsoon. Now we are going to get to know about the retreating monsoon. What is retreating monsoon? Obviously, into the winter season. This season, yesterday we have day before yesterday, we have felt the rainfall. We have felt the snowfall over here. We have felt the rainfall over here. That is known as retreating monsoon, or that is also known as western disturbance. The retreating monsoon starts in October and stretches till December. Around September, with the sun fast moving to the south, the northern land masses and Indian subcontinent begins to cool off rapidly. With this, the air pressure begins to build over the northern area. Obviously, in these days, the temperature getting down rapidly, and the air pressure become increased, and that causes the monsoon into the winter season. This causes the cold winds and swipe down towards the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean south of the Deccan Peninsula. This is known as northeastern monsoon or retreating monsoon. The winds blowing south from the eastern region gather moisture from the Bay of Bengal and then bring rain in the Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu as well as in the part of Karnataka and Kerala. In the part of the Karnataka and Kerala, these type of winds which flows from the Bay of Bengal brings the moisture with themselves and do the rainfall into the part of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. So into the winter season, when the northern plains are getting cold, into the southern area, there is rainfall over there. So into the next video, we will get to know about the natural vegetation, what type of natural vegetation are found into the